Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and Sunny here, and today we got a new Global Lab update. Next Friday the 21st, there will almost guaranteed not be a Global Lab, as Heidelball is happening Saturday the 22nd. So this here should be the last update we get before Heidelball, and then they'll start rolling out after that. But don't forget to tune in at twitch.tv/perceptionsprime, where we cover these live every Friday. And yeah, we got another one today. It's not a huge one, but there's some big information in there which you do want to know about. So let's get to it. First off, here is some character fixes and changes. The big note about this is the hit reduction, the evasion change, actually all that is out in Korea. We are getting it the 19th, so that's next maintenance. We're going to be getting that globally on all servers. And what they're saying here is now that it's out, they are listening to feedback, people are testing stuff, and they will be making adjustments. Also, now that they've made a big system change that has been applied, as the foundation of balance has been laid, the class adjustments can be made more easily, and they are currently being worked on. So what they're saying is they are going through class changes now. We're going to be getting hopefully that PvP update they've been promised us for like 6 months now, if not more. They did the system, the overall overarching changes that affects everyone, and they are confirming now that they are working on class changes. They will be doing that stuff. So at least that is some good news. We'll see when it happens. But yeah, we take it. There's a bunch of bug fixes here, changes to the classes. Lots of like text related, all that stuff, nothing major. And here on Awakening Nova, they are changing the damage a bit on it. It's the same total damage, but they are taking some damage from the start of the ability and putting it at the end of the ability. So the same total damage will be there, but now this ability here, both on regular and accelerated version, are gonna be more backloaded. So you get rewarded for doing the full animation instead of like animation cancelling out of it. Some bug fixes and all, they are changing the trade goods here, level 5 to coins, 1 to 600 Raven coins, and 300 to 600 Crow coins. Well, after the change, right? The amount of the wave Blackstones can be obtained between the Guild account has been changed, so instead of being 0 to 100, it's now 50, like a fixed number. Here is a nice one. They are removing the cheer animation from Spectral Energy and from the Awakening weapon boxes whenever you get them from the bosses. Nice little quality of life. They're going to be removing all these basic white grade tools, so they'll just refund you silver if you have them laying around. On City of the Dead, when disrupting the Herald spell, the Herald is no longer knocked back and is immediately killed on the spot, meaning it's going to be easier to keep them like packed up. The Tongue-Red Ruins, whenever you kill the Tongue-Red Guide, it doesn't fly away all over the place. It's going to stay there dead. With the tokens for the Debo Rings, the Ethereal's Limbo, if you leave the Limbo while holding mobile tokens, will be made so you can continue the ongoing trial by re-entering. There's been some issues with this. Hopefully they're fixing all the problems now. They're making the weekly quest for the Infinite Potion easier, basically halving, sometimes more, reducing the amount of mobs you need to kill significantly, right? So it's going to go from like 4k man charms to 1k. And now for the Node War stuff. So let's take a look here. The Fortress activation rules have been changed depending on the number of guilds federations, right, participating in the base war for each territory. One of the big issues that some regions have been experiencing here is people dead dropping. This is especially noticeable on the uncapped, where there isn't that many guilds participating as it is. So a lot of guilds can like dead drop, and they will split the active guilds up, and yeah, it's been causing some issues in actually getting good fights. So hopefully this is what they're planning to do something about. The content is changing. The content is a change that prevents guilds that have pressed the participation button for less than a certain percentage, 30%, from being included in the rules for activating the fortress 50 minutes before the start, when the territory participants in the base war is confirmed. If you are a guild that applies to participate in a node war, you are not only included in the fortress activation rules, but you can participate in the base wars as before, even if less than a certain number click the participation button. This is a change to prevent the number of nodes from being created excessively compared to the total number of participants in the node war. So the adventurers fighting in the node war can progress more smoothly and actively. Yeah, we're gonna have to see how this actually works. We're grateful that more adventurers are participating than before, and the base battles update will continue to improve and supplement so that more adventurers can enjoy it. The following system rules have been added to the total number of bases activated depending on the number of guilds that have applied to participate in the node wars. Right, before change. Activate a designated number of bases depending on the number of guilds that are applied. If the number of guilds applied to the territory is 4 or less, a base war will be held in one territory for the territory group and 2 forts will be activated. So how it's going to be now? Activate a specific number of bases depending on the number of guilds that have applied to participate. So that's basically the same, right? Word for word the same. So here, additionally, if less than 30% of guild members have pressed the node war participation button at the time when the territory where the bases will be held is announced, 15 minutes before, among the territory groups, they can participate in the base war, but the base fort is created does not affect. Okay, so the way this works, if I'm understanding this right, they do have an explanation down here, right? Okay, yeah. So let's look at the uncapped one. It requires 75 people, that's the cap. So if less than 22 people in a guild, let's say we have a small guild, we have maybe 50 people in the guild, right? And we want to place there, but only 20 people sign up. This is a way to catch people like sniping, like going in with few people just trying to snipe and already be part of it. Then this does not count towards making the node set up, right? It doesn't count towards adding more forts. So an example could be you have this one here. You have 3 big guilds signing up with full members, and then you have 10 guilds signing up where maybe one of them has like 50 and the other ones have like 10, 20, right? It will then count it as only 4 guilds actually queuing up for it, in which case it will follow the rules for that. So in this case here, it's going to be 4 or less total, even though there's 10 guilds that signed up and get to play, because only 4 guilds in this case here had more than 30% of the requirement. It will count as having all on one region, and there will only be 2 fortresses will be activated. So this means that in case of the snipers, they need to bring at least enough people. You can't just basically dead drop. You need to have, for uncapped, at least 22 people signing up and yesing up for the node war to participate for it to count as an actual drop. I don't know if the number is too low. Maybe it should be 40%, maybe 50%, but I kind of like this idea, right? There's some potential in solving this, or at least alleviating a bit of the problem with these dead drops. Is it enough? I personally doubt it. I'm sure we'll see guilds now just merging into bigger guilds to drop or alliancing up or whatnot. But I guess we'll see. We'll see. If there are 4 less guilds federations that apply to participate in a base node war group, the rules that the base will be held in only one region is the same as before. Right. So there you go. I think this is a good, quick solution. It's an improvement, I would say. I don't think this solves the problem, but it definitely should make it better. And yeah, as long as they're still looking to improving and fixing these issues that there's obviously with the new system, eventually we might get like a really, really good node war system. A lot of guilds at different regions, at different difficulties, are having fun and enjoying it, but there are areas that really need some work. Okay, Participation rewards have been changed so they can obtain a brilliant and honorable medal as a reward for participating in the Node War. Encourage reward that ignites passion. Reward for Caltheon, Medire, and then Belnas, right? So it's 500 mil, 40, 40 mil, 40 honors, and then 30, and then 40 medals as well. And then some UI stuff here. Next level, you can navigate guys, change from 20 for 30, right? And some fixes. Nothing major here, just a bit of bug fixes. And that's it. So nothing crazy. There's some good stuff. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised we even got one today, this close to Hydro Ball. But we didn't really get too much. We got a bit of a fix to alleviate some of the Node War issues. And we got a confirmation, which for me is a big deal, that they are working on class adjustments now. It's going to be one of the big things probably rolling out over the next couple of months, so I'm excited for that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, or drop by the stream at twitch.tv/perceptionsprime. I'll see you all in the next one.